We're live. We are live. People come on in here. Come on, cheer up these back of legs. Daniel, what's that in? Ronnie, salute. I've been wanting to talk about this as I'm sitting back watching shit played out. And just full disclaimer, it's not what y'all think I'm going to talk about. It ain't got nothing to do with the situation going on at hand, with the whole thing with you know who and everybody else. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come up in here and I'll get started. So how y'all doing? You know, I don't eat Lay's much, but when I do, it's it be tasting extra good for some reason. You know, it's gonna take a minute for people to come in here as I work my way back up. Yo, twin, what's going on? Are you on the road? Be safe. You already know, be one. Oh, happy Juneteenth too. It just ain't a day. It's a whole week, whole month, all weekend. No. Oh, let me put this out here too, before I get started. The whole Carmelo Anthony thing, video footage came out yesterday, which is diabolical as fuck, but we already know why they did that shit. And I will be doing a live on that real soon. I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah. And y'all already know how I come with that shit. RB, what's that in? Because y'all already know what side I'm on. But I like to listen to the other side too. Oh shit, RB, I didn't see you in the live, in the collision live. Of course, I tuned in on that late because I didn't know that Leo was covering it. Shout out to No Dirt Sheets, Uncle Todd, Q Jim, Russell Tati, you know. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you go on my wall, if you look at my post I put up probably maybe a week ago now, you know, I put up on my Facebook too. Free Carmelo Anthony. On everything. know, I may not be. Oh shit! Hold on a second, y'all. I'm not from Texas, as me and y'all know, but I do got Texas blood in me, direct from my daddy, all the way from Houston, Texas. So anything that goes on in Texas, I feel that shit more than probably other people that's not from Texas. You know what I'm saying? We're feeling outside of, you know, being black and the whole thing, injustices and all that shit. You know, that's why I take special pride every year when Juneteenth comes around, because that's my bloodline right there. You feel me? That's my bloodline. One piece of the puzzle never shows the whole picture. I'm not on either side. I didn't know any of the people involved, so I don't have a place in the fight, but that's just me. Oh no, I feel that. No, because I mean the video, I mean the footage, where they released it at, the footage of where they released that, like it was bullshit. Like there's closer images that they could have put out there, but they don't want to do that. They want to keep the narrative going. I don't know if you saw this or not, but Willie D did a video on Carmelo Anthony's age, and there's some of the evidence that the boys. Oh no, I seen that. As a matter of fact, he had this one dude on there, something Sterling. I've seen that dude before. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. I don't listen to nothing that fool say. He's an idiot. I was bumping some music afterwards. I thought I had time to return, but King Leo checked out. Oh, so you was in there early. Okay, gotcha. Hey, RB, you got to go back and you got to watch the end of that shit. That shit was hella fun. That shit had me dying. Who's an idiot? Well, you know, people who are on the side of believing somebody did something and want to ignore the fact that this young man was in an altercation. They want to ignore the fact that there was prior incidents before this day even happens. They ignore that whole side, so they are some idiots. Leo in the building was good. And if y'all ain't hit the like button, can y'all hit the like button for me? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get this shit rolling again. So I see, okay, we got some folks up in here. So, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, as y'all know, I don't just cover Northern California things, my hometown, but I cover all of California. And based on my background, when it comes to gangs and all that type of elements, and those type of elements, y'all already know, I touch on it. Good, bad, whatever. So, you know, over the period of time, I see these dudes, some dudes I fuck with, some dudes I don't fuck with. But nonetheless, I see these guys come on the internet and I see a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. Case in point. You got this fool Aunt Hefe, right? Who comes on the internet, starts covering content off of gangs and no jumpers and all that shit, right? And he talks real, you know what I'm saying? Real slick. And so he starts having some issues with some individuals, particularly like Spiderlope, you know, for instance, and some other people. Then you have guys like Spody Face. Then you got guys like J Hood. You know what I'm saying? Coming on here and doing a whole lot of hoopla, right? But then I look up the other day, and you know how when you see something and sometimes you got to do a double take to make sure that it is absolutely real in what you're looking at? And that's what I did. Because what popped up on my feed was Compton Rick Rock at No Jumper. And then Compton Rick Rock talking about, I don't know who this, I don't know who Whack 100 is. I don't know who he is. You know, I know Whack. I don't know who Whack 100 is. Ooh. And it starts breaking down the comparisons about, you know, who he is. And Compton Rick Rock is a character, basically, on YouTube. And as I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, let me see some responses. So I go to certain channels and I'm looking at the responses and stuff. And so as I'm watching this content, I'm saying to myself, is Rick Rock or the Compton Rick Rock, not to be confused from the Bay Area Rick Rock, but Compton Rick Rock. Now, we have so many Crips from that area that have gone on No Jumper, right? And they either don't have a job no more, or they're sitting in somebody's prison facing Ricos and other bullshit, right? And I'm saying to myself, like, I don't agree with everything the man says, but I agree with a lot of things the man says. That otherwise I wouldn't have subbed up to his channel. But what I call bullshit, I call bullshit. Now, some people say it was a comedian act, you know, him wearing the officer's uniform with the badge and all that, and all this. And I'm saying to myself, what the hell is going on? What the hell's going on? If you, if you are from that life and you know what it is, why in the hell would you take your ass on that platform? And then to sit up here and say, I don't know who this Whack 100 is. Look, I don't know how many clips and how many videos have been shown where this man, back when he was whack, just whack, that he's lied. This ain't no different person or anything like that. This is the same motherfucker that was on death row all the way up until now. And at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter, because the fact remains, the bullshit that he's doing, he go out there in the street and he run that same bullshit that he's been doing on the internet. Is it still the same then? No, it's not. No, it's not. That type of shit will get you hurt. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit will get you hurt. And if you was really good with Whack, then you, as a good buddy of his, would give him a holler and be like, look, you know what I'm saying? You might want to chill down, you know, calm down and, you know, don't do all this shit. Because the fact remains, motherfuckers been trying to take this fool's head off. This fool already got punch drunk. People keep punching on him, you know, and he's still doing the same antics, right? But this is somebody you say is a good motherfucker though, right? So and then I'm seeing the other shit that's going on. And I'm asking myself, why in the hell is these motherfuckers getting on the internet and trying to be so hard when you have the feds that have been watching and listening, watching and listening, watching and listening. And then try to tell the other motherfucker that, oh no, you ain't real, you ain't this, you ain't that. But you're on the internet like Aunt Hefe, and you just talked about a whole murder that you were involved in. To impress who? To impress who? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What up, C? What up, cuz? What's going on with it? Like, everybody's grown men. Now, everybody, you know what I'm saying? We all bleed and, you know, we make mistakes. We're not without flaws. But does that mean you got to be stupid at the same time? You know? Oh, yeah. And then while all this shit's going on, oh, excuse me, I look up and I see some old motherfucker, formerly known as Cartoon 53, who now goes by Tony. Because he's a born-again Christian, right? Right? He's a born-again Christian who's still talking about gang topics, who's still trying to stay within the limelight of that life. And because he's getting called out on it, he gets in his feelings. And then he starts making videos and talk about, don't talk about me and leave me out of this and da-da-da-da-da. Then I see this video of him going in on Spider-Lobe. And I'm like, oh, you mad? Like, why are you so mad? You know, why are you so mad? You decided to come on the internet and expose yourself to the world. And because you're getting a backlash on what you're doing, first of all, I don't know if he'll hear this or not, but I'm going to say this to the OG. You can't get mad at people for calling you a hypocrite. Because you got in front of that camera and you told all your subs and everybody around the world that you were a born-again Christian, you was giving it up, you wasn't covering gang topics anymore. And then within 20 to 48 hours, he's dropping more content about gangs. Why are you talking about gangs? If you are no longer part of that life, why are you talking about gangs? If you have nothing to do with that life anymore, then why are you talking about gangs? Why am I doing it? Because I'm still in. I ain't dropped nothing. Nothing at all. I'm just not active. I'm too old for this shit. So I kick back and I live my life and I cover this content. You know? But if I chose to go in a different direction, well, hold on. Here we go. So with that being said, when I started to get involved, that was around 2014, 15-ish. But my main years was between 2016 and 2020, where it was Black Power this, Black Power that, covering Black issues, Black topics. But you know the difference between me and Tony? I never stopped talking about my background as a gang member. I never got up here and said, oh, well, I'm speaking about Black Power now, so I'm going to drop my flag. I did not do that. That's the difference between me and Tony. So, and I ain't never gonna knock somebody's work that they put in, because he obviously had put in some work over his time, right? But you put in that work, but look how old you is now. You calling somebody a grandma because of the way he has his hair? Well, what about that overbite you got? Flappy lip? You know, you coming out here talking all this rah, 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 when in fact, everything that everybody's saying about you is not wrong. It's not wrong. And I highly doubt, especially out there in the South, I highly doubt that your congregation is happy with how you are portraying yourself in this very moment. You ain't supposed to be out here talking this stuff. And people applauded you for changing your life and getting away from the nonsense. People have applauded you. And what did you do with that? You basically turned around and said it was all for nothing. You know? Instead of you just trying to live out the rest of your life and do what you do, and you making that change and dropping your flag and all that shit, nah, you still want to talk about gang shit. And the thing is, this is why people who are not in gangs cover gang shit, because you motherfuckers allow motherfuckers to come in and do that shit. There ain't no way in the world I would ever, I don't give a damn how big I got on YouTube. If No Jumper gave me a call, let's just hypothetically say, I got 100,000 subs right now, and No Jumper seen that, and they called me up and they asked me if I wanted to come on. I would turn it down every single time, because I know going on No Jumper is either going to leave you jobless or it's going to leave you incarcerated. One of the two. And I enjoy my freedom way too much. And I damn sure ain't going on some platform with some coaching, vulturing Nimrod who likes little girls. Keep in mind, these dudes is going on a platform with a dude who likes to hang out with young girls. He don't give a damn about none of y'all. And it shows every single time. And every single time one of you idiots go on No Jumper, like, oh yeah, I'm on No Jumper. Hell, I don't blame Munchie B, because that nigga can't see anyways. He can't see anyways. Yo, what up, sis? He can't see anyways. But nonetheless, if you have your own platform, why are you going on this fool's platform? We gotta gatekeep this shit. But we keep allowing this shit to go on. This is why so many people is getting arrested. Now you got DC Baby Draco who wasn't no Crip or no blood. Now I'm up here seeing this fool over here claiming blood now. This fool just got arrested again. Huh? All for YouTube fame. All for YouTube fame. Nobody who has never, I don't give a damn if you was in the streets. If you, being in the streets and being in the gang is two different things in the sense of, if you just in the streets, you represent the turf and you making money, you hustling, you whatever you doing. But when you're in the gang, it's a whole nother animal you're dealing with. A whole nother animal you're dealing with. And they keep allowing people who are not part of that life to cover that life. And as you see, every single time the police get involved, people get arrested, people go to jail, people go to prison, people catch their best friend Rico. All for what? Is the limelight that serious? Hell, you might as well just do it like the old days. Go sell your soul to one of these TV stations, get on one of these crappy shows, and make your money that way. Make your money that way. And the fact that these dudes keep doing this shit just shows you the intelligence that a lot of these dudes don't have. They will sit up here and they will run up and down about this, that, and third. Yeah, woo, woo, wow, wow, bam, bam, bam. Then what happens? You get that knock at the door. You hear them sirens coming down the street. All because of what you said on the internet. All because you decided that you wanted to go to No Jumper, the Fed quarters, and talk to this goofy white boy named Adam while he's sitting back collecting all the evidence. Like, who do you think is giving this shit to these motherfuckers? Goofies? You think Adam give a fuck about y'all? Adam don't give a fuck one iota about y'all. He's using y'all. And everybody seems to see it except for y'all. or the population of people that get some humor out of watching grown-ass men embarrass themselves. Embarrass themselves. I'll tell you this. It makes me feel embarrassed sometimes to be representing the same thing that these guys represent. Ain't nowhere in the world would I ever throw my people or my flag under the bus to make a couple $100 for some goofy pedo. Did y'all not see all the big ass Rico in the 60s? And then before that, and after that, and y'all still want to go on No Jumper? Hey, motherfuckers get mad at me all they want. But hey, I ain't the stupid motherfucker going to jail for some white boy who all he wants to do is rip the culture off for his own benefit. So while y'all on y'all noodles and wham whams, this motherfucker eating steak off of your blood. It's fucking embarrassing. And they, as black men, and that's the thing, they go up on there and they try to have this black conversation on No Jumper, and you motherfuckers sound fucking stupid. Now one of y'all motherfuckers give a fuck about your own people. You don't even give a fuck about your own community. Motherfuckers getting DP'd and shit. Like, what the fuck? Catching DPs for a pedo. Diabolical. Diabolical. Is it Al 22 is culture vulture, black, Compton Rick Rock. Checked him on. Oh yeah, he checked him on that. He checked him on that. But this is the thing though. I heard Compton Rick Rock ain't no Loki anymore himself. So the CK part should have hadn't even bothered him. But see, this is the thing. He should have known that this is what Adam does. And just because he checked him doesn't mean Adam is going to stop doing what. How many times has Adam disrespected the Crips as a whole? How many times has Adam disrespected the Crips? And these goof troops is still going on that motherfucker. Still going on that motherfucker. But Compton Rick Rock talking about, oh, well, all these dudes have a problem with WAG, but, you know, he work up here and everything. Because he's a goddamn police, you fucking moron. All due respect. All due respect. But that's why motherfuckers ain't put, because look, you go to No Jumper, you already putting yourself in police harm way. And if you attack WAC, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Y'all remember that Jay Reed situation that happened to No Jumper last year? Where that big old altercation happened in the back of No Jumper? Explain me how the fact that WAC was involved in that shit, but ain't nothing happened to him. But yet he want to get up on here and talk about, well, why y'all dudes ain't did nothing? Because he's a fucking police. He's going to lock your ass up. He's a fucking snitch. Y'all sit up here, look, I got nothing but love from LA. You know what I'm saying? I love LA. That's where I get my shit from. I love LA. I was there. I was in LA during the crack era. Do y'all hear me? I was in LA in South Central and Inglewood. 2 families. My brother's side of the family and the man that my mom married side of the family. I was in LA during the 80s, during the crack era. I seen the shit. All the way up until when I got involved in the 90s. And to see what this shit has become, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And I don't know I don't know what a lot of these dudes do behind closed doors and all that and all this and all that. But I can say one thing for sure. I know growth in people when I see it. And people have a lot to say about Spider Low. They have a lot to say about Cuz. A lot to say. But the one thing that I respect about that man and why I continue to fuck with him is because of his growth. Him being at the age, because he's only a couple years older than me, but him being at the age where he's like, I gotta start changing my thinking, the way I write, the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? That's growth. That's growth. I don't see none of these motherfuckers out here growing. You got a 50, 60-something year old man up in Alabama worrying about shit that's going on in California that ain't got nothing to do with him no more. Then you got this clown Spotty face who comes on the internet and starts preaching this peace stuff. Cool. No problem. Peace is good. Peace is good. So why you catching DPs right and left? That ain't peaceful. Going on the internet talking big shit about this individual and that individual, this, that, and the third. But you're supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite from what I hear. That ain't none of my business. Your faith is your faith, whatever, but shit, Tony ain't the only hypocrite. You know? Cause I just see some shit, what was that? Was it yesterday or the other day? But yeah, I seen some shit where this motherfucker has been summoned for another DP. This motherfucker's probably gonna get put off the set. Because he decided to go on back on Fig. And one of the OGs from they set came out and was like, he ain't even ranked high enough to even make that call. You know? Hold on, y'all. You out here busting moves on your own, and you didn't even get the okay, because your rank ain't high enough. You see, I ain't got to worry about that type of thing. Because I'm a leader in my own shit. You know? I'm a leader in my own shit. But I still take the time to make sure that, okay, is this cool or not? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to be out here sparking up shit or whatever, unless it's for the good. If the chaos brings resolution to the matter, fuck it. But I ain't never gonna place myself bigger than the program. I will never place myself bigger than the program. Because ain't not one individual that's in a game is bigger than the program. Period. You know, but there is one dude though. There is one loc that I don't talk about much. I don't watch his channel much, but when I do, I enjoy watching what he says because he stays out of a lot of shit. You know, speaks very well, very intelligent, and a lot of y'all know who he is. Hoodie. I think that's it. Hoodie. He got the Hoolum gang. You know, I really need to sub up to him though. But I listen to him and I like his perspective on a lot of things. You know, and he's not out here making a fool of himself. You know? Put this on. Wow. Damn. Yeah, he's not out here making a fool of himself. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect that. Damn. It's always that one fucking braid I want to curl the fuck up. So, you know, I don't know. You know, I wish these dudes would grow the fuck up because, like, at the end of the day, you know, we all have a responsibility. We all have a responsibility. You know, and the responsibility is to make sure that the ones under us don't go through the same shit that we went through. You know, try to keep a lot of these youngsters out of this shit. Because a lot of them sit up here and talk that shit and then turn around and still be with the bullshit. It's just like, come on now. Come on now. Like, a lot of kids are watching this shit. And they think the shit's cool. And it's not. So, you know, but if y'all got any questions for me, you know, I ain't been on here in a while. I don't come on here much. So, sure, if y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me, y'all can go ahead and ask me. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, I'm not going to incriminate anybody. Because these motherfuckers on here, it's just like, nah. So what's good with y'all? I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna do like a part two. I'm gonna do like a part two, you know. But if something else y'all want to talk about, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. Holla at me. Shit, y'all can ask me anything. Oh, hey, so y'all know Donald Trump had his name removed from the Kennedy Center, right? Oh yeah, happy Juneteenth. You already know. So he gets his name removed, right? And then a week later, the Obamas opened up state presidential. I was like, I know this motherfucker Trump is blowing a gasket right now. Oh, he's blowing something else. Oh, I'm gonna touch on that. You wasn't in here earlier. I'm gonna do a separate live on the whole Carmelo Anthony thing. You know. I'm about to make MAGA real mad. I'm about to make MAGA and all them races real mad. You know. But yeah, that shit was funny than a motherfucker. I'm like, oh shit. I totally forgot that they even had a that they was even doing that shit. I totally forgot they was even doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And apparently they had some of the former presidents up there, but he wasn't there. He wasn't there. Oh yeah, I did the Iran deal. So, what the fuck that mean? Like seriously, what the fuck does that mean? Really don't mean shit. You know, it don't mean a damn thing. Because how many deals have these motherfuckers cut with Iran? And now apparently Israel is pissed off about it. Fuck them too. Give a fuck about Israel? Them motherfuckers still actively trying to deport black people out of Israel. So. Oh, tell them I said what's happening. You know, and the only reason why I haven't said anything about the Carmelo Anthony situation in a while, because I was waiting for the bullshit to hit the fan. Now that I hit the fan, I'm gonna unload on all on that shit. You know, and it's gonna feel kind of good too, because it's been a while since I've done those kind of lives. You know, because I know, you know, I haven't been on like I used to be on, but I still be watching. I still be watching. I still be paying attention. Yeah. But hey, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. You know, put in 50 minutes, almost a good hour. You know, like I said, I'm working my way back in. You know what I'm saying? Working my way back in. But thank y'all for coming through, though. You know what I'm saying? I had to get that part off my chest and speak on that shit for a minute. But I got a part 2 to that shit. You know. But that Carmelo Anthony live, that will happen sometime this week. So stay tuned to that. All right, for sure. So yeah, make sure y'all type in Frontline Black News. You know what I'm saying? And before I end, I want to thank everybody that's been supporting me, having my back. You know, it's been a struggle like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's been a fucking struggle, but I'm getting through it. I'm working on some things. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm back full time on here, yeah, we're gonna turn that volume up just a little bit more. So with that said, y'all, I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Happy Father's Day to everybody out there. Yo, what up? Yeah, you come in right when I'm about to end this. But yeah, early Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow we're gonna enjoy our day, however we choose to enjoy it. You know. So with that said, y'all, sure, I might come live tomorrow. Do a Father's Day live. So with that said, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I will catch y'all next time. And if you go on over there to Frontline Black News tonight, you will see me over there tonight. So with that said, y'all have a good night. Stay up, stay safe, and I'm gone. Peace.